Is Ashton Jeanty the same level of prospect as Zeke Elliott or Saquon Barkley? Well, let's dive into the film a little bit. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say as well. Again, welcome to my channel. I'm David from David Talks Broncos. I'm also now adding NFL draft content to the page. We're going to absolutely crush it this spring. So, whether you're an NFL draft nerd, a fantasy football player, I'm going to be diving into all the different NFL draft prospects, from guys who are expected to go in the top 10 to late round UDFA gems. So smash that like, subscribe. Let me know, who do you want to see film rooms of? Wanted to start here with Ashton Jeanty, obviously the top running back in the class. We'll talk about just his strengths in general, and I'll also kind of sprinkle in how I feel like he would fit with my Denver Broncos. But ultimately, this is for anybody who enjoys the NFL draft. And let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. Got about 12 plays that we're going to run through. First, I want to highlight this run he had against Oregon. We're going to be just looking at his Oregon tape here. Look at his ability to make something really out of nothing. Derek Harmon, number 55, is going to blow this play up, and you'll see just how he handles this with his quickness, some nice footwork, kind of a light stiff arm here, but has the ability to quickly adjust to a guy being in the backfield and turn it into a nice substantial gain. I think that's one thing that I really love about Ashton Jeanty, is that he doesn't allow you or give you many plays where they're going for losses. All right, let's get to some of the physicality that he offers here. Again, you can see him here in the pistol. Look at how he attacks this linebacker here with the violence. Boom. Lowering the shoulder, being the one to initiate contact, pretty much always falling forward. If there's ever a time where he's tackled and falling on his back, it's usually because the line got blown up and there are like two dudes going after him, man. He's getting tag teamed like WWE style. But when he's running downhill like this, you don't want to be number two right there. Love that sort of violence. That's probably the biggest quality that I noticed going through this film against Oregon, is how violent he is. Check out the vision here on the touchdown run. We'll run it all the way through, and then we'll go back and break it down. Boom. Does that little jump cut, that little juke. He like baits the guys inside with the blocking. And then again, he's such a fantastic athlete that all he needs to do is just plant that left foot right there. And then his speed, I mean, he can get to that edge really, really quick, but it holds this linebacker here, continuing to go downhill and then cutting outside at the last moment. Absolutely love it. Again, this is really impressive stuff. If you watch Broncos football this year, we don't have a guy on the roster that can do this, or anywhere close. Check out the hands here at the bottom. Arrow right here showing you. He's got great contested catchability. Okay, guys, watch this film. Watch this play. Just an insane run, throwing the guy in the backfield off, bouncing off of some dudes, continuing to run. He shows everything that you want to see: vision, violence, explosiveness. Just, is that Derek Harmon again? Out of there, Caldwell. Bounces off that guy. He averaged 4.4 yards after contact in this game. He ran for over 7 yards a carry, 192 yards against Oregon. Just give this guy a little bit of space. What I love about Ashton Jeanty, too, is that, again, he can make a bad offensive line look average. He can make an average offensive line look good. He can make a good offensive line look really, really great. He's always going to maximize what's there. And I mean, that's a great example right there. Not a perfectly blocked play, but absolutely extracts the most out of it. Let's take a look what he can do in pass pro. Really nice pass protection right there. On the year, he had 9 pressures, credited with 1 sack given up. I think that there's definitely some refining he can do in his technique, but the biggest thing that I love is that you can definitely see the effort level and the violence that he tries to give in his pass blocking. I think it's a really good quality. Now, he doesn't just take things to the outside, he can make things work from the inside too. Again, showing great patience and vision on this run. And again, good job by Boise State opening this thing up. But I think with what an average running back might take out of this, he doubles that. Showing some great vision there, getting narrow, getting skinny. And again, 5'9, 215 pounds. He can be hard to keep track of because he's not the biggest guy out there. I love to see the vision, the balance, falling forward, all that. Now, he's going to block this edge. Everybody's sliding over here to the left. So he's going to have to pick up this edge if he ends up coming. That's exactly what he does. This can be a tough block for a running back because you're coming across the formation. You also have to kind of keep an eye on, what's going on in front of you here too. But I love to see the violence and willingness here to run into that guy and gives Madsen enough time to throw downfield for a big time play. And let's get the end zone view of it. I think it's even more impressive. Boom. He's not scared of contact. He's not scared to be physical, anything like that. And here's a great example of him making something out of nothing. Again, what really special running backs are able to do. Let's take a look at this. Plays blown up. And again, this isn't ever going to be in the highlight reel, but look at these quick movements, the vision, the jump cut, the quick reaction time. Boom, boom, boom. This is actually a gain of 1. Who would have thought when you got all this penetration, you got 2 guys, 2 organ ducts just there in the backfield. And boom, boom, falling forward. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's very little negative plays with this guy. And again, as a Broncos fan, having him behind a line like what we got, man, we'd be cooking with gas. Now, I've shown you some plays of Jeanty making the most out of nothing. When you get good line play, you need somebody that's absolutely going to get the most out of that play. And he hits this thing for a home run. Great job, Boise State, opening up that hole. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And he goes untouched because of his vision, speed, athleticism. Just takes it to the house. I mean, really solid job. Boise State setting this thing up. Got that tight end kind of pulling. Boom. And he sees that hole. He cuts up. Just beautiful. Oh my gosh. When things are done well, he makes the absolute most out of it. And I wanted to leave with this play as well, a second touchdown. This mark right here. Notice guy penetrates the backfield again. And again, watch what he does with this. Making a guy miss, running through another guy, keeping his feet moving. I mean, it's beautiful. He's violent, aggressive. I love the way in which he runs. Boom. Boom, boom. Touchdown. It's a thing of beauty. I can see why. I've seen Raiders fans talk about just drafting him at 6. I've seen in mock drafts him falling to the Broncos all the way at pick 20. Where's he going to go? I have no idea. But if he's there for the Broncos at 20, you have to consider taking Ashton Jeanty. No doubt about it. I mean, no doubt about it. A complete game changer. Somebody who is he runs the way you want your running back one, your franchise running back to run. He's violent. He has great hands. He's got the vision, the explosive, all that. I mean, he was a Heisman finalist, right? He would be tremendous in Denver. I'm very weary normally of taking a running back round one, but Ashton Jeanty's there by the time the Broncos pick or whenever your team picks. You got to be thinking, he could be worth it. I mean, you've seen what's happened recently, for instance, with Jahmyr Gibbs being drafted. What was it at, like 12, 13, something like that? So, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, please smash that like and subscribe. Got a ton of film rooms and some important announcements coming up here over the next week or so. Hopefully, I'll be credentialed for the Shrine Bowl here in Texas here coming up soon. So, you guys can look forward to that. Until next time, Broncos country. Anybody else popping in? Have a wonderful night. Go Broncos.